One, first and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Locha Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Grand Maston, who rule and teach word. Peace, salutations, and blessings to the Lord's hopeful elect who have been scattered in the four corners of the earth. As we know, we are in the end times. This word, the word which is ruled by Edom, the so-called white man, is about to come to its end, and who is going to make it the hand of this society is the Lord himself, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, the word ignorant called him Jesus Christ. Well, he is the one who gonna come to hand this society, as you know, this wicked society, and by doing so, he's gonna establish his own rule on this planet Earth, So without further ado, I may first read this book of First Corinthians 15 and 22. I mean, start from 24. So then cometh the end, when he shall have delivered up the kingdom to Most High, even the Father, when he shall have put down all rule and all authority and power. For he must reign till he has put all enemies under his feet. And that's what the Lord is coming to do. And the main enemy, the Lord is going to come to take down is Edom, the so-called white man. He is the number one enemy of the Lord and of the nation of Israel. So the Lord is coming against this society to destroy. So yeah, we are in the end time. And as we can see, things are happening around the world. There's so many ongoing events, that signal the end of this society. We see earthquakes in diverse places. We see war. We hear war and loom of wars. We see these so-called natural disasters as well happening around the world. Destroying lands. People are dying. All these storms. All these what they call floods. This mud slides as well. All these are so-called natural events, but actually are the judgment of the Heavenly Father. All these are part of the signs of the hand of this society. And we are, as we are in this time, we see in the news as well. They say, Elon Musk says Neuralink has implanted its first brain chip in human. So this is part of this of the prophecy, that we are looking forward to come to pass in this near future. Once this prophecy, the prophets of Revelation 13:16 going down, which I'm gonna read, when this come to pass, these nations are gonna go to war, and in the midst of their war, the Lord also, whom the world ignorant called him Jesus Christ, is gonna bring more war, and that's gonna be part of the judgment, is that's gonna be part of judgment that Messiah have say is gonna happen in these last days to punish the wicked. So when the Lord comes, it's gonna be the judgment to the wicked and all these other nations for what they have done to the people of Messiah, and that's gonna begin there in the land of the Middle East, the Levante. That's where Messiah is gonna set a court, to execute the judgments, and a lot of people gonna die in that day. And at the end, we're gonna see America, as the whole land of America, gonna be consumed with fire, and that destruction is gonna be heavy, all over the world. People gonna be witnessing the destruction of America, you know, and none gonna be able to escape from America except the elect of the nation of Israel, you know. So I may continue reading this news article. It's Elon Musk, the billionaire founder of the technology company Neuralink, has said the first human received an implant from the brain chip startup and is recovering well. The surgery is not a surprise. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, had given the company clearance in September to carry out the first trial of its implant on humans. You know, initial results show promising neuron spikes detection. Musk said in a post on X on Monday, a day after the chip was implanted. You know, the first human, I mean, as you can see, Elon Musk said, well, the first human received an implant from Neuralink yesterday and is recovering well. Initial results show promising neural spike detection. You know, so we see these things are happening in this time, you know. And as I mentioned before, there are so many things that are also going on around the world, which are part of the uh, prophets written in the Bible. You know, the Bible speak about these things. You know, in these last days, gonna happen, and we see the beginning of it. And in Sweden, you know, people lie there. You know, they've been doing this for a long time, like that. From I believe 2015, people were lining up and willingly, you know, implanting uh, microchip in them, you know, to access those or to pay for their ticket, you know, to open the car doors, you know, to access the vendings, the vending machines, and also some print. I mean, to access printers as well, you know, to access gates as well. You know, that's what they've been doing in Sweden. A lot of people been implanting chip in them, you know, and this is not something new, you know, but soon it's gonna be a norm. You know, it's gonna be normal all over the world because Esau, Edom, to begin with, they reach their main goal, their main agenda is to establish NWO, and how they're gonna achieve that is by war. Uh, take this technology to the world. You know, they're gonna what force people or yeah, I may say forcing people to take it so they can be part of that society that he want to establish on this earth. You know, so these things gonna be marketed. You know, this technology is gonna be marketed to the people in a way that people gonna be what gonna be deceived to take it. You know, as we can see now, they talk about the chip that is being implanted in human brain to help them with what their mobility, you know, their ability to function, you know. So these are part of the selling point that the ISO is going to use, you know. And there are so many things that ISO is going to use to make people believe on his agenda, you know. And the main one is going to be known as the technology is going to be considered as convenience, you know. You know, he ISO is gonna try to make people feel no worry in taking that technology, man. You know, so I may I may go on the lead and say what spikes activity by neurons, which the National Institute of Health described as cells that use electrical and chemical signal to send information around the brain and and to the body. Musk didn't not provide further details. You know, in follow-up tweets sent in between, arguing about video games and the bantering with far-right influencers, the businessman said the first Neuralink product was called Therapus. It enables control of your phone or your or computer, and through them almost any device just by thinking a lot. Initial user will be those who have lost the use of their limbs. You see, that's a message. You know, imagine if Stephen Hawking could communicate faster than the speed of typist or auctioneer. That is a goal, you know. So that's what it's gonna be, you know. And we understand, like I mentioned, Sweden, they have the technology, they have the microchip. Also, that microchip, some company in Sweden they use a microchip to what? To store medical records, IDs, your 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 what? Your banking card or credit card. All these are already been integrated. They are in Sweden. You know, So on the other side, we hear about Internet of Things as well, man. You know, the smart house, the smart watch. I mean, smart cars. All these are already here. You know, you know. There's a smart retail, smart healthcare. We have. They are talking about smart seat. So all these are part of the agenda Esau is about to establish on this planet Earth, which is to fulfill the prophecy written. You know, So this digital wallet as well. The CBDC currency. You know, they've been talking. The cryptocurrency. All this is to do away with what the paper money. So everything is gonna be digitalized. So you're gonna have no power actually. That's the main goal of Esau. He want to control everything. You're gonna, and as they say, you're gonna own nothing and you're gonna be happy. And that's a main goal. That's Esau want. He want to be like Mosiah. You know. So he have this AI this artificial intelligence as well. So everything is gonna be digitalized. Then what? It's gonna be. They're gonna they're gonna, as I mentioned also about digital ID. They already have that, this digital, like digital driving license, digital passport. All this is going to be integrated. It's going to be merged in uh, one device or to one system. You know, you know. So all these different systems that I mentioned, they're all going to be merged in one system. Which is going to be in one device, which is RFID microchip. And they're gonna put what in your hand or in your body. So it's gonna be when you want to buy or sell, you're gonna have to swipe your hand or your head. And that's what it is. That's what it's gonna be. So this society, the so-called future society that Israel want to establish is gonna be that way. And that's part of the prophecy written, man. So I may read this book of Revelation 13 and 16, which leads. I'm start from 15. So, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. The beast being what? The Rome Empire. The Rome Empire that was fallen, but now still live. you know, through America and these EU countries and NATO and NATO countries, you know. So that beast is still here, you know. The image of the beast still what growing, you know. That the image of the beast uh, should both speak, and the code that as men as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed, you know. So if you don't be, I mean, you don't want to be in part of, you don't want to have part of the, I mean, if you don't want to have part with the system that Esau want to establish in this near future, you may as well been handed it, man. You know, they're gonna put you in a guillotine. You know, they may chop your head, and that's what it's gonna be. You know, that's the if you bow down in the system, you're gonna be accepted. You know, and how you're gonna be accepted by you taking the technology, man, the implantable device. You know, but we understand the elect of the nation of the nation of Israel are not gonna bow down, and Mosiah is gonna be with them. You know, but this other nation, the two-third, you know, they're gonna suffer in the hand of Esau, you know. And we understand the elect, some of the elect are gonna be martyred for the name of the Lord, you know. So this is what we understand. You know, Lord will be of those men who are gonna endure to the end, because that's the main goal. He that endure to the end, the same shall be saved. So if you bow down, you already sell you are what? You are sold to the devil, man. You know, you're gonna have no light with the Lord, man. The Lord is gonna forsake you. He's gonna let you die on this side in a grievous and tormented way, you know, which I may lead. As it goes on, so and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. As we can see, the first man already been implanted with a microchip on his head. Man. So there are so many gonna. So I mean, there are so many people gonna go to the same direction. A lot of people gonna be implanted as well with a microchip in their heads and on their hand. As I mentioned, in Sweden, like thousands of people already have the microchip. You know, by 2015, I believe it is estimated around 3,500 and something people we are considered as cyborgs. You know, they already been implanted willingly with a microchip. You know, so as from that time to this time, more people already done and more. I mean, already do as well. You know, so it's gonna be more and more in the near future. As we understand it, the devil is gonna come down also with a great wrath. You know, knowing that he have short time, so he's gonna force people, you know, to take it. You know, so I may go on and say, well, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand and in their forehead. So whether you be poor or rich, you know, you're gonna be lined up to take it. You know, as I mentioned before, Esau is gonna use these different avenues to deceive you. You know, to allure you to in taking the technology, man. You know, as they've been saying a lot, the technology, you know, it's gonna be convenience. You know, you're gonna be able to travel without carrying your wallet. You know, because everything is gonna be in the technology, in the ID. I mean, in the chip. You know, right now they use phone, but in the future it's not gonna be the phone anymore. It's not gonna be smartphone anymore. It's gonna be everything, your wallet, everything, your bank, your your credit cards, you know, your medical records, you know, everything it's gonna be on your hand or on your forehead. So as it goes on, it's in your hand or in your forehead. As it goes on, it's and then that no man might buy or sell, save he that has at the mark, and the mark is what? That technology, the implantable RFID microchip, or a name of the beast, or the number of his, or the number of his name, So that's what the future is going to be. But if you take it, what it's going to be? There's going to be judgment. As it says in the book of Revelation 14 and 9. So, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Messiah, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And that's the judgment, for taking the RFID microchip, which is a mark, which is a mark of the beast, as it written in the book of Revelation 13:16 going down. If you take it, you're gonna be destroyed by the way of war, fire, and the fire is gonna come back from what? From the chariot of the Heavenly Father, the so-called UFO, and also the nuclear missiles, man. And also you're gonna have the grievous disease, man. The grievous diseases like cancer, because of the radiation that been emitted from this from the RFID microchip, So people are gonna be going through hard time, you So that's what it's gonna be. So we see things are happening, man, and that's make the word of Mosiah, this book, the Bible, oh, is a living book, because everything that is written in the Bible is coming to pass before our eyes, man. So read the book of Habakkuk 2, and start from 3. It says, well, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. So the mark of the beast, MOTB, Revelation 13:16 going down, is gonna come to pass, not longer, We don't need to wait long, it's gonna come to pass, man. In and that time is coming, man. And once that once that MOTB is being implemented around the world, then the hand is gonna come, So our job is to wait, man. So with that, I'm here. I'm say shalom. Yahweh Shem Shabbat.